So Freddie, Brands Hatch in British F4, the final round of the championship, and you qualified P8 earlier on in qualifying, a bit disrupted with the red flag, but still good to get in the top 10 on your first visit here in F4.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of not what I was aiming for at all. We had pace all the time in practice at the test that we did a couple of weeks ago for this, and we had pace, but I basically just made too many mistakes. It's all on me, to be honest. It was all my fault, and I take full responsibility for it. And that was kind of the reason why we were a little bit further down there where we should have been. Obviously, P8 and P5 or something for both races, I think, is not the end of the world, especially for third race in this category. But definitely not what we were hoping for and what we were trying to aim for, because we knew we had the pace to back with it, but just made too many mistakes, and that was about it.
Is it just your lack of track time here that caused the errors, especially in qualifying when it's a high pressure environment?
I don't, to be honest, feel the pressure. I don't know if it's just more obviously just trying to learn as much as possible, but also put a good lap together. I think there's just a bit. I don't think it's too much of a track. I think it's a hard track, don't get me wrong, in the back section especially, it's so fast. But I think it's just one of those where it's got to be about rhythm. If you don't have the rhythm from lap 1, quali 1, whatever, it's not going to go your way too, and it's really hard to bring it back. And that's just kind of caused some mistakes, and overall not a great quality in my eyes. Maybe a good quality in other people's eyes, but yeah, not in my eyes. I always want the best.
And you performed well at Donington last time out, getting the P4, and you won the Euro 4 race at Monza, and you were battling quick guys like Ugo Etruku out there. What's it been like in Italy, and your transition to British F4 as well?
Yeah, to be honest, like the competition's pretty similar. Not really too much difference. I think there's quite a lot more drivers obviously in Italian F4, maybe more of the same range and obviously competitive, but really the grids are the same level, I would say, competition-wise. I'd say British F4 have less of them, Italian F4 have more of them, but that's about the main difference in it, and I think the transition is pretty similar, really.
And how do you make up the lap time, mate? Just commitment through the GP loop?
Yeah, it's about commitment, but it's also about understanding that, like, going over the limit of the car, because obviously we think drive the car smooth, and this car seems to not like that. It doesn't want to be driven smooth, it wants to be hustled, and I think that's a bit of the thing that I missed out on quali. Didn't quite hustle it on those early laps, and I think that's kind of what killed the result and the lap time. I think the car's got to be moving, and that's just not what quite I did, and that's kind of affected the result.
And do you have to change your driving style with the car being so particular?
No, not at all. The car's pretty similar to most cars I've driven, pretty much all of them. A few differences in a few spots with minor things, but not too big of a difference.
And what are you expecting from the race later on?
To be honest, I'm not too sure really. I know it can kick off in British F4, I know championships on the line for some people. I'm sure there'll be a bit of carnage going on, especially race 2 and race 3. I think it will all kick off properly, but to be honest, I can't really see what's going to happen. Get off the line, get a good start, and then push on and get some good laps in and just learn as much as possible.
And how much has sim racing helped you develop over the year and throughout your career so far?
Sim racing?
Yeah.
To be honest, the sim helps quite a lot, especially the high-end sims that you use at the factories that these teams spend so much money on us and the team, and then they have these amazing sims that really help us develop. I have a sim at home that I use to learn tracks as much as possible, all that stuff. It does help quite a lot with familiarisation, not too much at finding the fine details. I think those are with the high-end sims like in Formula 1. So yeah, that's about it really.
Thanks so much.
Anytime.